will say that what's his name? Cillian Murphy. I really enjoy him because he also apparently has like no online presence or whatever, so he doesn't even know what memes are, things like that. Like, he has famous interviews where he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I just love that. I think that's great. And it gives me like, it makes me feel more comforted that I also am not like I definitely am into it somewhat, but like at least I'm not like, I don't feel as bad about not being completely plugged into that online world.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Hey, Storekeep, anything of note in this shelf?
I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Who or what is an innocence?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
At least some.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
Okay. I don't really understand innocentric whatever, but I thought it was about which of these innocences is the coolest and greatest. So you recommend it, or great, I don't need to know anymore. I really kind of want to say this one. I know it makes it seem dumb, but I just think it's a funny answer. Yeah, I'll say it.
Perhaps for a layman, deep analysis is necessary to peel back the multi-layered meaning.
Sure.
Do her words seem vague and abstract to you?
Yeah. I feel like she's one of those people that like hasn't really, like, she's just regurgitating something she's heard. She doesn't actually have a thought on it. So you recommend it?
Certainly. It's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and society. Imagine the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
I don't have to imagine it. We're living it now.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
Oh, I don't like that. Leave. Okay. Learning some things, but nothing like super
Several
helpful.
maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove.
I should have
They're
saved.
held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda, a map of Revachol, and a map of Martinez.
Well, let's look at Revachol. That's where we are.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
Okay. And west of the river?
Hudon. It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
So we're in Jamrock, I believe. So it's bad. Not as bad as Cold City. And Fallberg is slightly better than Jamrock. Okay.
You feel you're just west of Coal City.
Oh.
Somewhere above Jamrock and close to Coal City.
Never mind. I guess I'm in that area. Okay. I don't really... Maybe I should look at the other maps?
It's
I don't
not
know.
really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48. Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbor, even the whirling in rags there.
So I guess these are much closer than I thought they were. Insolent.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou.
Okay.
You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Did we solve the murder yet? No. We got the body down from the tree, though. So we did that. No. We found out his boots had like a number on them, a serial number. So we called that in, but we can't like follow up on it until day 3. And tonight, day 2 at 9 p.m., so at 2100, we can go visit the balcony smoker who maybe has some information for us. Maybe. But yeah, we know who maybe did the murder, but like we can't arrest them because they killed us. They kill us if we try. Assuming that it is actually them and they're not just like lying, but we don't have like the evidence, I think, to prove it. So it's just our word saying like, we think you killed them, and then they're like, well, fuck you, and then they kill us. Anyway, what else?
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas Alamir, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white, disintegrating into mathematics.
Gross.
In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou in a bookstore. It's you.
I'm the dust mite.
Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Squint first. Can you see cities on the islands?
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozon, Fondelier, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Seminine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas.
I don't know if this is any information to me, but
850 million people live on these little dots, an oceanic world of culture and commerce torn apart by history.
Look at the edges.
The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Mwindi is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seo is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds. Words past the Insulindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there.
Oh, too bad.
You have little idea what they are.
Possible.
Distant stars, gods. But looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away.
I don't mind failing encyclopedia because I feel like encyclopedia, if is too high, first of all, it's so annoying. I hate having encyclopedia be super high because it's just so much like information dump all the time. But also I feel like this wouldn't really be that like much to gain from being like, oh, it's this island or something. It's just like, whatever.
Perhaps they are gods. Gods of distance and outer dust.
Maybe I'm just bound to fail all of these. Leave. I don't really want to buy any maps. Okay. Well, we killed 15
This
minutes.
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Probably because she was looking up on it so she could break her curse. Look through the shelf.
Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. These 3 things are very important to the working class mind.
Fair.
The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Why is this a paranormal book? So it's like a first aid book ish. So yeah, how does that work?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access
never
to,
mind.
and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
It's one of those. Okay. Okay.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Oh boy. Does the book say anything else?
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from.
I mean, we do take
How
magnesium
to
quite a
continue
bit.
drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying.
Yeah, no kidding. Storekeep, what books are these?
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Like a police score. Okay, leave. Yeah, you know, police, we'd have a very similar clientele, I'm sure, so I can see your concern. Dang, I don't know what I should be doing right now. Who do I still need to talk to? If anyone.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol.
It's beautiful. It was
Rain
snow
drips
earlier,
from
though.
the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away.
Oh, it's nice to actually see a big spread out view. Oh, that building is really fucked. I liked it when it was snowing better.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Humid. Your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you.
Is that Crooked? Hey, Crooked. I hope you're getting some rest right now. Taking care of yourself. Crooked, I've been telling you, this is the last time you'll see, potentially, I shouldn't like hype it up, potentially last time for Makima hair for a while. I'm getting it dyed tomorrow. Going to the shops. Going to the hospital. Going to the hair salon. The word for hair salon and hospital in Japanese is like very similar sounding, and I always fuck it up and say the wrong one. But yeah, so I'm jokingly saying I'm going to the hospital. But yeah, I'm going to change it up. So I'm not quite sure what it's going to result in. It's too pink, essentially. I just don't want it to be so pink. So I want something that's a little bit toned down. I don't mind red. Like I would actually kind of like it to be red. I just don't want it to look so like fuchsia pink, like vibrant. Millie, hello. But yeah, I am kind of sad. Like I forgot, but then it was pointed out to me by Muda that I will not be able to pull off as good of a Makima cosplay anymore now. I still have one set of contacts left too for that. Thank you for the alert, LVT. Neko-san, you got it. I think this is the first time Neko-san will be on the new camera. Well, I'm hoping the new one will look good too, but I don't know. I'm going to a new place. I'm going to a new, so I did this myself, which I don't mind. I think it was okay, but it's just a little too bright. It's mostly like when I'm like, when the sunlight hits it, it is like fluorescent. And and it's like my roots are starting to grow out too. So it's just kind of time. Millie, how's the new job? Ooh, Crooked, that'd be so cool. Crooked, you can pull off the bright colors. Like, you look good when you have like the bright colored hair. I've gotten to a point where I'm sort of getting to like more professional duties. And because I'm ending, it's basically like my second year here, and I'm moving into the third year in the spring. And I've been quite productive. So I'm kind of like getting opportunities now that usually I don't think you get until like your third year, but I'm getting those opportunities now, and I kind of need to look a little more professional by Japan standards. So I kind of just want to like I don't know. I just I want to be able to blend in a little bit more. I said that when I first moved here, and then they bleached my hair blonde. Like, I was like, I want to blend in, and then the people bleached my hair blonde. So I'll probably do it, and then it will end up being like even more like crazy than this. But I still want to keep it fun though. So that's where it's like I'm trying to figure out what I want to do before tomorrow. Like, I still want it to be like, I don't want it to be a boring color, but I want it to look more natural. So I'm hoping I can achieve like kind of like a more natural looking red. But because I used to have a red when I was in the US that people would ask me if it was my real color. So I assume it looked more natural. But this is clearly not like natural. Like, oh no, Millie. New job's good, but you met like 800 people in a week, so you're already sick. That's tough. The new work onboarding is like so exhausting to me. I'm always like, just get me to the part where I like know what I'm doing. I can just like clock in, clock out. But how are you doing, Jen? How's your day? It must be early for you. Did you like just wake up? No, it's like noonish. Never mind. It's like midday. I mean, you could also have just woken up. I don't know. I don't know your schedule. Yeah, Cricket, I think I'm going to do more of like a brownish, orangish red. Yeah, so like, I don't know how orange, but like definitely moving away from like the pink violet spectrum and more towards like the orange red is what I think. It is 8:20 a.m.? Really? Man, I am terrible with time. I thought it was like noon for you for some reason, but I think I'm thinking of like Eastern Europe right now rather than England, which makes some sense. First 2 to 3 weeks are always the worst. Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm like terrible with meeting people like in rapid succession as well. Like, I don't remember names and faces very well to begin with, but then it's like if you just are like, okay, we're going to introduce you to everyone in the office, and you just do like this whirlwind tour where you introduce me to like 30 people, I might remember one person. Like, I am just not, my brain can't do that. Like, you gotta basically like introduce me to like 2 people a day, and that's it, and then I can maybe know. But there were so many people in my lab where I still don't know some people in my lab. To be fair, I don't interact with them, and they are never come to anything that I'm doing. But like, they're in like occasionally the same lab, and I'll like in passing see them, and I'll be like, I have no clue who that person's name is. I know they're a part of our lab because I see them here, but I don't know who they are. I'm doing okay, Millie. I'm in like a weird, things have been pretty good lately, but like also like very stressful, because it's like part of it's because like when I have this bad habit of like when things are going well, I start to think that must mean that I'm either ignoring something or things are about to like, the other shoe's gonna drop and things are about to get bad. So I have like this bad habit of like things are going well, I don't fully enjoy it because I am like, what's going on? Like, this is something's gonna change. But I've also just been kind of like a little bit stressed. Like, there are some like kind of like stressy things, but so far I'm like feeling pretty good because I'm keeping my head above water. I'm still like doing the end of the year, like kind of like everything at work, and then everything like socially. Japan has a lot of like end of year parties, things like that. So I'm hoping I don't get too like spread too thin, but so far right now I'm doing okay. I'm getting a lot of stuff checked off that I've been like putting off, like appointments and things, so that's good. You're the same. Yeah, when's the universe gonna screw me up? Yeah, exactly. I'm like, what am I forgetting about? Like, there's something I must be forgetting about that's gonna like pop up, and I'm gonna be like, fuck, I gotta write a 20-page paper today. Like, let's see. What is in that? We just looked at a map, but I just love how the finishing thought is just, motherfucker. What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinez, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Yeah, I've got a lot, like, some of it's also like, how to phrase this? I've been presenting with some like opportunities that I think are very exciting potential opportunities, but I'm trying. It's like you don't want to count your eggs before they're hatched, right? So I'm kind of like trying to taper my expectations, taper my enthusiasm, because it's like it may fall through. But like right now, like the potential of that, like the anticipation is very exciting. So I think that's part of it too, where I'm like very excited, but also trying to like pull the reins back, because there's a chance that like the rug might get pulled out from under me if it doesn't like go through. So I think that's part of it too. But otherwise I'm doing okay. How's everyone else doing? Also, if you all did not see Chotomate. If you didn't see Crooked the other day streaming Wukong? I don't remember what it's called. The game where you're fighting as a monkey man, a bunch of really interesting animals and things. You're missing out. Wukong. Arigatou gozaimasu. You're missing out, because it's been a blast watching you play it, Crooked. I know you're playing Marvel Snap today. I think you were playing Marvel Snap. Time is meaningless. I don't remember. Were you streaming today, or was this like yesterday? Am I like mixing all days together? But yeah, I just, if you're not catching Crooked streams, or Marvel Rivals, sorry. Snap is the card game. Rivals is the new Overwatch one, right? Like the replacement for Overwatch. Which also looks super fun. You can play as Jeff the Shark. Which is basically like playing as a plushie. but yeah, if you're not following Crooked, if you're not watching Crooked, you're missing out. Long story short. And that story, even though it was short, it was a crime to make it that short. My arm movement to describe. Oh no, what did I do? Did I just go like fighty mode? I'm an idiot, but yeah. You were looking very like cozy today, Crooked. You had like a little hat and the sweater. You just looked very Canadian, if I do say so, but but like cozy Canadian. That was the vibe today, I felt like.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
It was hat day because your hair was messy. I've had days like that too. I'm actually surprised. I didn't wash my hair today. Anyone who doesn't, like, guys, I don't think always realize this, because a lot of guys have like short hair, but women, we often don't wash our hair every day because it's actually really bad on your hair to wash your hair every day. So I only wash my hair 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week, depending on like if it's like summer or like if I worked out a lot. But so like Tuesday is not a hair wash day for me usually. So I usually don't wear my hair down on non-hair wash days. But since this was like the last day of this color for streaming, I was like, okay, we'll wear it down. Just so I can have one last stream of like this, because I am genuinely worried. I'm like, maybe what did they just? My worry is this. My worry is they're just gonna dye it either straight blonde again, like they're just gonna fuck it up entirely and make me blonde again, or they're gonna just make it brown. Like I don't want to just be basic brown, but that's where it's gonna be tricky, because like brown is obviously gonna be like the most natural looking thing, but I don't want to be. So that's where I'm just like, maybe we can live up the bright color one last time, because who the fuck knows what's going to be starting tomorrow. Friday, it might be all different for Salka on stream. You never know. I might be an idiot, but I'm your idiot. Thank you. Who are you, ghosts?
The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows.
What is down the shore?
Urban coastline. Rain dripping off Eternite-covered roofs. Cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction. A defunct research and development building, once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water.
I knew I was forgetting something, Fox. I knew I was forgetting something. I have not, Fox. I'm so sorry. I genuinely am meaning to listen to it, but I just like keep forgetting. Damn it. I forgot. I restarted my computer too because the camera wasn't working earlier, so I closed all the windows I had open. But fuck, I need to do that. Have a good sleep, legends. Thank you for coming in too and chatting board games with me. Appreciate you. Have a good rest, and then have a lovely work day tomorrow. Bless you, Millie. Beyond that,
Coal City, end of all lines.
run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal.
Beautiful.
pits. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
Cricket, what are you doing up so late, buddy? You having a good night? A good morning? You were up very late the other day too, streaming late. I worry about everyone's sleep schedules. Maybe my New Year's resolution this year will be, I always make joke with New Year's resolutions, but maybe it will be to stop commenting on everyone's sleep schedule, because I'm always like, guys, I'm concerned. You're all not sleeping. Like, you gotta make sure you sleep. And I'm sure it's getting tedious at this point for me to always be like commenting on people's sleep schedules. You can all live your lives, I suppose. So yeah, I'll put that in the short list of things to resolute this year. Cricket's probably playing right now. That's why Cricket's not talking. It's because Cricket's playing Marvel Rivals right now. You had too much sugar? Wow. I cannot judge you on that, because on Sunday I had an Americano at like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and I've lately had a rule where I like don't have coffee of any sort after like noon. But I met somebody for coffee, and I was like, well, when in Rome, I just like went to because I love Americanos, like love Americanos, but they are just espresso essentially. So I was like, all right, I'll just have this, like, I was like, all right, Americano. And then the other person ordered a chamomile tea, and in my head when I heard them order the chamomile tea, I was like, fuck, it is like 4 p.m. Tea is like a chamomile tea is probably the smarter and yeah, I could not fall asleep that night, but I also was just like had a lot of other like thoughts in my head, but I don't think the Americano was helping the situation. Circa sent you 3 boxes of turtles? Yeah, Cricket is like right now. That's super cute though. That's so kind of Circa. Does Circa have a motive for why? That's a lot of caramel turtles though. That's like, the turtles are the caramel chocolate with pecans, right? Ah, yeah. Cricket, this is why we're friends. We like the same types of villains. We like Americanos. You can have all the turtles because I don't actually like candy. Cricket showed what turtles were. Am I thinking of the wrong thing? I'm thinking of like where it's like a round chocolate thing with caramel and then like little pecan legs and like a head. I'm probably wrong. I don't know what else is in it. It can't just be chocolate and caramel. There has to be something like a cookie or something maybe. Anyway, what's in the east?
The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Oh, you don't have them in the UK either? Oh, that sounds like a turtle. I would say that's what I think of when I think of a turtle, but I feel like since I don't eat these things too often, I don't know if I ever know if I have the correct food in mind. You're thinking of Ninja Turtle. Yeah. It must be a very distinctly American treat then. Because, yeah, you can buy them, like, by the boxes or whatever. Like, who's that? Russell Stover or something? Russell Stover? Stouffer? Russell's. You can buy them from Russell, guy down the street. You put 3 different size boxes on your throne list. They were different. Circa just was like, I'll buy all of them. Circa will buy yeah, you can't do that because Circa will absolutely just be like, you like turtles, huh? Well, here you go. I totally get your reasoning on that too. That's why I put different sizes of like things on my merch site as well, and like different options, because I want to give people like price point differences. We have an ad break coming up, so sorry. As they're starting soon, don't worry, I'm not going to advance the game. Not that we're getting that far anyhow, because I've become chatty. But Warzone stream is going to be up. It'll be a 3-minute break. I need to get a refill anyhow, so feel free to get yourself a refill, get some sleep if you need to, get some food, stretch your legs, whatever you need. But I will be back here in just a little bit. So hang out, have fun. And I didn't accidentally almost click end stream, I promise. Rice. So if you're here for a feet stream, you'll be disappointed. I'm gonna be the very best. My mom, she told me not to eat the Pokemon. I said, that seems like a good idea. We gotta put it in the theme song because people have been confused about that lately. This is what you wanted, chat, right? This is what you wanted. Our engine runs on mistakes here. Uh-oh. No! I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to actually hurt somebody. Where's she going now? You know? Oh, you moonwalk. You're fast and slippery. I shouldn't say things like that. No, chat, don't, chat. Chat, we talked about this. You're not supposed to give me away so fast. Like, you gotta, like, lead in with, like, oh, she's a great person. Like, she, like, gives to charity and occasionally commits crimes. Like, you gotta, like, soften the blow. My bloodlust cannot be satisfied. What? You know what? I'm on a murder spree. Come on. Kill that man, step on his head so it looks like an accident. Look, it's better to go to jail than to die at my hands, I would think, right? I was trying to be all cozy and like comfy for this stream today, but yet I default back to my old ways. Fuck the Aristocats. He broke his legs. I broke his legs. But truly, honestly, don't eat the Pokemon. I'm gonna be the very best. Like no one ever was. Pokemon, gotta catch them all. I'm a cool kid. Right? I mean, look at me. Do I look like a cowboy person? Pew pew, shoot my guns. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Chat, tell me I'm cool. I'm bald. My dad's a scientist. He kills people. I'll pack a chainsaw. I'll skin your ass raw. And if my day keeps going this way, I just might break your fucking face tonight. I don't think this is good, is it? For the sake of this drawing, I need to know your credit card numbers and